Okay, Michael Dew, it's yours to take for a few moments and then we got Michael Renz with us about to go double diamond. The animal is getting after it. He's like a Wolverine from Wisconsin. So here we are, the 25th of August. We're 3 weeks into the beginning of the company. Company sending product, paying checks. Things are coming together. Actually, exactly as Andrew and Nancy had told all of us. We're very proud of that. And I'm here with my sponsor, Mike Dew. Mike, why don't you take a moment or two? I'm going to bring some people up on the panelist line, and then we'll get the thing rolling.
Well, good morning, Coach, and good morning, everyone, for tuning in. Thanks for joining us. First, I want to start out. We have a big congratulation today. We've had a couple of people on the team go platinum in the last 24 hours. Sherry Dickey and her husband, John, and Gregory McCurtain. So certainly congratulations to them. They've worked hard and certainly deserve all of our praise and appreciation. So thank you to our new platinums. And I know that there are many on this call today that'll be joining the ranks. And welcome, Michael Renz. It's great to see you today. Thanks for joining us. Our fearless leader is here. So great to see your face. If those of you that don't know what Michael maybe as well as I do, he is just a ferocious business builder. And to have Michael and Coach Blaine both on the Zoom with us today is a real honor because we can all learn a lot from them. So I see Jeff Wayne and Kate and Denise and Mike Register. Everyone, welcome. I don't want to take too much time, but Coach, we'll let the big boss speak to us here for a little while too. Back to you, Coach.
All right. Well, very good. Hey, welcome everybody. We appreciate you. I want you to just get a notepad out and take the next 20-25 minutes. We'll be done at the bottom of the hour. We extended it 10 minutes so that you can't hardly get a teaching topic done in the time that we had. And it takes me about 15-20 minutes just to get warmed up. So most of the rest of you are far more succinct than I am. But I'll tell you, congratulations to everybody on making a great decision to become a part of MPG Extreme and to become a part of this team, the Worldwide Dream Team with Michael Renz and many of the other top leaders that are with us. I will say that as you grow and develop, you're going to have your own teams like William Wallace, a platinum in the business, who just broke a platinum. Greg McCurtain, he's got his team he's developing. We want that. We want that unique and individual identity. And really what we put together can be a clearinghouse for all of you, the information, the training, the support. But I want you to know that our goal is to see you rise up and be the next generation heroes and leaders of the group. That's the strength of network marketing. And so with that, it's always a treat to get together with Michael Renz. And Michael hit diamond in record time. He hit platinum like in 7 minutes from the time the website opened. He went diamond in the first couple of weeks or sooner. He's about to hit double diamond, and he's dedicated to having that done before the end of the month. So this is amazing. Andrew and Nancy hit triple diamond already. And many of you, we mentioned Greg McCurtain and Sherry Dickey, but Michael has got others that have hit platinum, and he can certainly mention that. So once again, we're recording this. The recordings from the last 3 days will be up on the on the YouTube channel at dreamteamchannel.com. I did have someone ask me about the different numbers, the different events, the different times. Our website, our team website will be up. I hired a guy that's putting that together. It'll be up in the next few days. And on there will be a list of events, and we will have all the phone numbers, all the websites, all the addresses in one place. So with that, Michael Renz, congratulations to you, brother. Always a treat. Why don't you take some time, whatever time you like, and greet your team and share some pearls of wisdom.
Well, thanks a lot, Blaine and Mike Dew. I just first of all want to really thank you guys putting this all together and keeping all this information flowing. I know what it takes to do that, Mike and Blaine, you guys putting that time in all for the team. And I know as busy as you are building your business that you're sacrificing a lot of time to make sure that the message is heralded through the field. So we're getting, different feedback, and you're probably getting messages on the product results, and now that the product's flowing out there, you're getting hit on that really hard. And I'm just telling everybody, take that message to your prospect, right? We know this product works. I personally don't have time to talk about it for 20 minutes with somebody when they're excited. I obviously need to listen, but they need to share that with their prospects, and then their role is to invite them to a call, master the invite, right? It's just, could you call somebody up today and invite them to a call or a recorded call, and then simply do a follow-up, find out their interest level on a scale of 1 to 10. If they're not at a 9, 10 ready to go, what can we do? More information sent to them. I do send all that information. I have it all saved on my phone. If I send it through Messenger is an easy way to go if you're on Messenger with them, because once you've sent the comp plan, once you've sent your website, once you sent some images, or you sent the recorded call or the images, it's a lot easier than going into your phone and copying and pasting the whole information you need to send. When you go into Messenger, you just go to the previous person you sent it to, and you just tap, 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 tap their name, boom, it all goes. So try to simplify your follow-up process, simplify the message. And like Blaine says, don't get lost in confusion on all the details. Everything is coming. We got the insurance forms, all the information on the product, all the data, the videos are coming. The website will be massively upgraded, but everything had to happen because the Burlings and Randy committed to launching on August 1st. And we delivered, and usually in pre-launch, it's 3-6 months of hype, of jumping in, paying some money. The company's trying to collect money to launch. And then someday it goes straight up and it goes straight down and it's over. Where here, it's a whole different animal. So, simplify your process, become a master inviter. It's very easy to invite 2 people to the call tonight, 4 people to the call tonight, and then just simply text them right before the call. Hey, are you on? And what I do is I'll invite 4 or 5 people, 6 people. And then right before the call, I text them, are you on? Get on early. They need to hear those beeps. We got to get them on there. And then if I'm busy after the call, the next morning, I'll just create one message. I'll say, George, did you make the call last night? And then I just paste that in every text message to communicate with them all without getting in a lot of dialogue. That way it's a question, they answer, they don't answer next. And we sort and sift that follow-up. So it's getting that system in play to constantly be building that text list, and or messenger list works really good because you can relay that same information just by going to the previous person and hitting all the tabs and hit send and get that really tightened up. And then the other piece is, don't just have this on a little notepad. Don't just, I remember Sue, I remember Betty. Constantly be building the whiteboard. I've got them here. I've got them in the garage. Constantly adding names, constantly sorting and sifting. And if I'm driving down the road and I think of somebody, I'll pull right over and text myself. Constantly be doing that. If you sign in on Facebook, don't just sit in there and wait for something to happen or sit there and look. If I see somebody I remember, I remember this guy, or I remember that guy, I just click photo on my phone, goes to my text, boom, I get home, they go on the list. So it's constantly sorting and sifting. And then those pro networkers are guys that you think you can't sponsor. Don't be afraid to go after them, go uphill, go after the people that you probably couldn't get, and come at them with something like this. Hey, Denise, I know you're comfortable where you're going. I haven't talked to you in a long time. I want to know your opinion on this, because for one, our target market's everybody. For 2, it's a global opportunity that's about to launch. For 3, we're in pre-launch beta phase. We're 10 weeks from our official launch, but I'm curious to hear your opinion. Could I send you my website and our comp plan and have you look at this 102 team system with a 20-20, 10-10, 10-5, 5 matching bonus? Because unless I'm missing something, I believe this is the hottest program I've ever seen. And just come at it lightly, asking for their opinion. Don't try to sponsor them. Don't try to upsell them. Ask them for their opinion. And if you can be planting seeds like that, if they're not interested, hey, you mind if I send you some product? Send them out this pack, have them try it, see for themselves, and you will land them. You will land them. So I hope that information helps. Everybody keep an eye out, because I think Saturday, I don't have the time or nothing yet, but there will be a corporate training with our CEO. It'll be the first event with our CEO. And it'll be nice to get everybody plugged into that too as well. So once again, Denise, I heard from somebody that you've been on all these morning calls, and I'm sitting here, I haven't even made one yet, to be honest. And I thought I better get my butt in gear and get over here. So, but Blaine and Mike, thanks so much for all you guys are doing for the team. And we couldn't do this without you guys. We're honored. Thank you.
Okay, that's great. Thank you, Michael Renz. And Denise, look, you were looking at him on my screen like you were an approving friend that Michael Renz is here. So Michael, you must have given us some comfort that our fearless leader is here. I am to save the day. Okay, guys, listen, I'm going to look at the time here. We've got a few minutes, so I want to listen. I really want Michael Dew to take a few minutes. Michael hit platinum. He's looking right down the pike at diamond. And I come on and I kind of hog up the time a little bit. And I'd like Michael just take a few minutes and share what's on your heart with these people.
Well, thanks, Coach. Thank you, Michael Renz, and thank you, everyone. And I don't know if I have the nuggets to share like Michael, but I'm glad everyone's here. This team is really growing. It's amazing. And, you know, we all know people and people are using product. Teams are growing. Coach didn't mention it himself, but he's sniffing at the rank of diamond. He's got his sights set on that this month. So we're all doing what we can do to help get him there. So keep that in mind. If you're in part of a coach's organization, he does so much for us. So if you can make an extra call or an extra three-way, or we get an extra enrollment to help get him over the top, it'll be greatly appreciated. I know how hard Michael Renz is working to help him in his other leg too. So just want to point that out. You know, Coach Blaine Williams is a real asset for this whole team. And he teaches us so much, and he's committed to doing this on a daily basis for us. And I just don't know where you find that out there. So I can only say good things. I just want to keep pointing that out. But I'm certainly thankful everyone's here, and I get more excited by the day by what we have in front of us. I mean, people are using product. It's working. I was on a call the other night with one of our team members, and Coach might expand on this a little bit later, but someone that Coach is sponsored, and I think he didn't have such good results with his first tablet, but Coach said, you know, you probably have an older vehicle. It may take a couple of tankfuls, and then on a second tankful, his increased mileage started going through the roof. And I don't know all those numbers, so I can't repeat them, but the point is the product works. And if it doesn't work on the first tank full, you know, we get to second, third tank full. I think that most everyone will see results, but we're here to build a business, and the product is our vehicle to take us there, along with the compensation plan. So Barb and I are very proud. I started to say yesterday on the Zoom, Barb's been around me, but she's never been a huge networker. But here, we were laying in bed last night the night before, 11 o'clock at night. She said, I think I'll watch The Secret. And if anyone knows what The Secret is, you'll understand. I think I fell asleep halfway through it, but she got so intrigued, she stayed up and watched the whole thing. And it's about law of attraction, as I understand it. I'm going to make sure I go back and watch it too. So anyway, our household's changing, and hopefully yours is too. We're excited where we're going. And Coach, I'll turn it back to you.
Well, listen, it's always a treat, Michael and Mike, and to all of you. And when I say Mike, I duplicate my efforts because I'm speaking to Mike Dew and Mike Register at the same time. So look at that Mike Register. What an animal he is. I love this guy. Hey, Mike Register, I got a few guys that said that they don't think you can keep up with them. And I told them it's not true. I said, they cannot go platinum without Mike Register going platinum. So don't disappoint, brother. Don't disappoint. Anyway, we're proud of you. You got good things happening. Guys, how would you like to get some teaching this morning that could accelerate your business, move you to the bank quicker, and to really turn your networking process into a positive experience, right? I will tell you that historically, and I'm looking at the clock, my clock says 9:15 because I'm on Pacific time zone, but yours might say 10:15, 11:15, or 12:15. I'm going to go right up to the bottom of the hour, and I want anybody that wants to bet that I stop it right at 9:30. If you want to put that wager up there, Jeff Wayne, you can. But I'm going to end this call at 9:30, and I want to commend Jeff Wayne and say that he has had a lifting transition moment. He has had some sort of an emotional shift, and I've done probably 20 calls with him in the last 3 days, and he's gathering his existing people, and he's getting their minds set on what I'm going to talk about over the next 10 minutes. He's also working on new people, and I'll tell you, Sherry Dickey and John had the same shift happen. I run a long-term game. I run the long game. And what I mean by that is every brick I put in, I tie together with mortar. I don't build the wall of bricks without mortar. And if you throw mud on the wall and you think that that's a good way to build it, you will be sadly disappointed in 6 months from now, because relationships hold it together. So what I'm going to talk about is what Jeff is doing, what the Colonel's doing. My good friend, Colonel Derek Anderson, retired Army Colonel, West Point graduate, superstar. He had 4 guys on a call. Mike Renz called me yesterday. I drug him into that call. We were talking 4 guys, brand new, all mature guys, high leadership quality guys, not network marketers. All of them made a commitment to hit platinum by next Wednesday. And so there's 12 times 4 is 48 people. So someone starts thinking about a goal and they look at the number, if you look at the gross number, can be intimidating. You want to go platinum, it's 12 personally sponsored. You can look at that number, it can be intimidating, but it's not. And I'll tell you why in a moment. And so I want to just have you do this. I want you to take your mind like a white marker board, and I want you to wipe it clean of any experience you've had in network marketing in the last 10, 20, 30 years. And I want to tell you that 95% of the people in network marketing that come in do not make over 500 a month, 95%. So the income in networking, being an industry that's created more millionaires than any other industry globally, is not distributed very equally, is it? The top 5% make all that money, and that could cause some of us to have a class envy complex, like, oh, those guys. And I'm telling you, that is the most devastating thing you can do, is allow those guys to enter into your mind. The problem isn't those guys, and the problem is not you. So I'm going to do this. I'm going to be like the Pope of MPG right now, and I'm going to absolve you of any guilt, any regret, and I'm going to tell you that no matter how poorly you've done, it is not your fault. And if I talk to you like a coach in a locker room, I did that for a long time professionally, and I'm going to just talk to you like a coach right now. The reason people struggle, it falls into 2 places. One, there are a group of people that are freeloaders, lazy, apathetic, lethargic, not disciplined, and nothing they ever do will they succeed at, because people like that don't succeed. That does not include any one of you or anybody listening to this recording, because those people wouldn't even take the time to listen to a 30-minute recording. You understand what I'm saying? We all bring those people in. We can't figure out what kind of coma they're in. They're like, I've got an old 14-year lab that lays out in my pasture, and I got to walk up close to see if he's even breathing. He's on the last leg, right? He's like off in some dog heaven ahead of time. And so that's how a lot of people we bring in are. You're not going to get them to do anything because they do not have juice. They're like a car with no gas in the tank. And if you try to get them to do something, it's like putting a 900-pound gorilla on your back and trying to go up a mountain. Start to recruit people that are ambitious, hungry, and thirsty to go do something. They want to drink off of a well of the future. They want to eat from the meat of the table of the kings, and bring them in and get them around your people. And you will find that if you bring in 20 people, somewhere in the neighborhood of 10 of them will have a pulse, and somewhere out of there, you'll have 5 or 6 or 7 that will build. And the millionaires in this industry typically have 5 to 7 strong legs, 5 to 7 legs that are building out. Now, I'm just giving you some stats to think about, to write down and to look at. Now, what I'm going to tell you is that, how do you do that? How do you make that happen? If I look away, I'm not looking away from you because you're all beautiful. I like to stare at you, but I'm looking at my clock because I don't want to lose the bet that Jeff made with me on the side here. So here's how you do it. You need to understand that you have a big funnel. I talk about this. You're going to hear me talk about this all the time. That funnel is not a funnel system or a landing page. It is just the funnel of your business. And then it comes down to a bottleneck down here. And what you want to do is you want to bring everybody into the funnel. And how do you do that? I'll tell you that in a second, but everybody that comes in the funnel needs to come down to the neck in the funnel and go through a system that is driven, and I believe in a 24 to 48 hour system. Now you can run a 7 to 25 day system if you want, but it will be a painfully long journey. Have you ever seen those procession caterpillars that walk around on the top of a plant and they get behind one another and they go very slowly around the top of the plant, the potted plant? They call them procession caterpillars, I think. There are people in networking that they get on the edge of the planter, then they sponsor 3 people and they move along like a really slow person on the freeway system, and you're stuck behind them. The speed of the pack will be determined by the speed of the leader. You don't know how fortunate you are to have a leader like Michael Renz. I know, because I've been in this business for 40 years. I value Michael Renz more than a diamond. Because when I look at him and I watch him, I see an example that is worthy of following. And I myself am going to give you the best advice I can give you. Don't mother your children in networking. Don't helicopter them and try to get them to do things they should do for themselves. You can't breathe for another person. You can't eat for another person. And you can't build a business for another person. It'll create toxic frustration with them, because people will never reciprocate. What you need to do is you need to set an example that challenges them to follow you, to keep up, and then always reach out and make yourself available to give them a hand up, not a hand out. Don't ever give your sponsorships away. In other words, when you sponsor someone, you can place them on the tree with some, but do not give the sponsorship away thinking that I'm going to do that to inspire and motivate them. It's an entitlement action. You can give a person a fish and they'll eat a meal, but you got to teach them to fish to eat for a lifetime. I'm giving you principles that are irrefutable. You cannot break these principles and somehow think you're going to be the one person that wins. You will create resentment when you give things to people. You'll create resentment on their part. And also, if you do that for one person, how can you justify not doing it for every person? You keep all the frontline people you recruit, you place them where you think is best for the organization, and you go and grow. Now, here's the deal, is that funnel I was talking about for the next 6 minutes is every single way of getting contacts out of the world. Now, I want you to think about this. If you want to make a few $100s in this, which is a great goal, all you need to do is have 4 to 6 people that you brought in that are doing something building. You could at gold or platinum, but at gold, you can make several hundred a month. If that's your goal, go to gold and get after it, and you'll make that money. If you want to end up making $1,500 to $2,000 a month, you got to get to platinum. That's 12. Okay. If you want to end up making freedom money. Now, listen, I want everybody that's on the screen to say this with me. Freedom. Just say it. Go ahead and unmute your mic and say it so I can hear you loud and proud.
Time freedom. Time freedom.
Freedom.
Freedom,
No,
freedom.
that's like, hold on. That's like before a football game, you tell the athletes, what are you going to do out there? And they go, well, I think we'll go out there, run some plays, and we'll win the game. Do you think the Green Bay Packers are going to do that before the game? The coach is going to say, what are you going to do? What are they going to say? We're going to go out and we're going to mash them. We're going to crush them. We're going to ascend and dominate, right? You understand? So I want you to say freedom as if you know with all of your heart that you will be in the next 6 to 10 months financially independent and free. Say freedom for me.
Freedom.
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 Okay, now I want you to listen. Go ahead and kick your mic off. I want you to listen to this. If you dream of freedom, you're not going to do it with $1,000 a month. That's called Walmart freedom. You can shop the bigger priced item on the clearance rack. No, we're talking about you got to have 10,000 a month or more to be free. In this economy, you're not going to have a true lifestyle at less than 10,000 a month. I'm not suggesting you set that goal. It's not my responsibility to set your goals. I'm simply suggesting that to get to $10,000, you got to get to $1,000. Does that make sense? Listen to me closely. There's always something of value in anything someone says. To get to 10,000, you got to get to 1,000, correct? So just get to 1,000 a month and then just teach your people to do that and repeat it again. To get to 10,000, all you got to do is do what it takes to get to 1,000 and repeat it with 10 people, including yourself. If you go platinum and you get to 1,000, then go platinum again and teach 5 or 6 of your people to go platinum, and then you will go diamond. And listen, you're going to make money at platinum. You're going to make money at diamond. You're going to make good money at diamond. Now, the funnel, we'll wrap up with this thought now. The funnel, you can get people into that funnel. And I just said, all you need is 6 to 10 quality legs to grow. How do you get 6 to 10 legs? You end up sponsoring 20 to 30 people over the next 3 to 6 months, whatever time frame. Sooner is better than later. Okay, so go platinum at least twice and start teaching people to go platinum. Okay, so I call going platinum twice platinum plus. Okay, why is that important? Because it will create compression, and compression creates velocity, and velocity creates momentum. Irrefutable laws. So when you look at that, you go platinum, then you grab your teammates and you say, I'm going to go platinum again. Why don't you run to platinum with me? Okay. I know that's what Michael Renz is doing. I talk to him every day. The guy is so complimentary. I had to go buy a bigger Seahawks hat after talking to him. But I'm going to tell you about this Michael Renz. This dude is on the job and he is making it happen. And he's going double platinum, and that's taking him to double diamond. You understand? Because he's now breaking platinums. He's going to have like 40 platinums in the next 20 days. 40 platinums in his group. Now you got this funnel. So how do I get the people in the funnel to get down to the 3-step system? Any way you want. Any way you want. You can run ads on Facebook. You can run ads on Google. You can run ads on Craigslist. You can go out and run around gas stations. I got a line I use. I go to the gas station. If I don't even need gas, I pull in, if there's a bunch of people, I got a big old navigator, and I open the thing up and I stick the pump in it. I don't need any gas. My car's full. And I look at the guy on the other side of the aisle and I say, do me a favor. Tell me what the price of premium is on the pump over there. And they tell me whatever, $5.65. And I go, oh, I thought mine was high. Yours is high too. What do you think about that? And they say, hey, I had a guy yesterday tell me these prices suck. I would never say that to you, by the way, but he did. And I said, well, listen, I drive this beast over here, but I found a solution. It's on a 7-minute video. Would you like to watch it? He said, send it to me. I did that 5 times in the last 2 days. I didn't give them samples. I'm going to tell you now, one of the ways you can get people is going out and giving samples out. I'm all for sampling. But myself, I'm a predatory hawk. I like to hit my prey in flight and eat it before we hit the ground. So I like to meet a contact and within 24 to 48 hours have them signed up and then give them the samples. I find that a partner in the business using the samples is far more interested in that product than a prospect thinking about what it does. So I myself, I'm all for sampling. Don't misunderstand. And the 5-tank sample is fine, but every time I've got this thing, every time I would give someone or sell someone a 5-tank sample, my mind says, how long is it going to take them to go through 5 tanks so I can bring them in the deal? How long? They might not need to go through 5 tanks. I terrorize myself with this. Okay, got to end the call. We'll do it with this 30 seconds. 5-tank trial. You can do that. But what I do is I play the video. I say, did you like what you saw? Would you like to learn more? If they say, yeah, I get them on a call with some other people that are excited. And I talk to them, not like hammer on them, not like overly persuade them. I say, you're going to use gas for the next 2 or 3 years. Why don't you buy a 2 or 3 year extended sample? It's got a long sample life. And then I'll talk to you about how I can help you make 1,000 or 2,000 a week and get you going here. And we close them. And so you could do it either way. But the key is this, guys, get people in the funnel. And if you're more comfortable taking a little more time, then take a little more time. It's not a problem. Everybody's got a different social style. Myself, I don't have time because Mike Renz and Mike Dew are trying to put distance between me and them. And I know one thing, I'm just not going to let that happen. So I've got to get it done. Now, lastly, I'll say this. Every single person on this call could hit platinum by next Wednesday night, which is the last day of the month, close of business. So tomorrow we're going to talk about some techniques. And if I can twist Michael Renz's arm to get back on tomorrow, what I want to do is talk about going down into your team and driving volume up by ranking people up to get them by close of business on Wednesday to a higher rank. But every single person on this webinar right now can hit platinum by next Wednesday. And if you want to know exactly how you can do that, how to get it done, how to drive some money into your pay wallet, be on tomorrow morning's webinar. To all of you, I appreciate you. Michael Renz, thank you, brother. And hey, tune in tomorrow. Get your teams tuned in tomorrow. It's only going to get better at MPG